Drama Kingz podcast, man. We back. I'm in here with my boys, Kenan and Rob. Holla at them, y'all.
Hey, man, Drama Kingz podcast. It's your favorite host, Ken. Come kick it with Ken, man. Ken Drippy Jr. I can save you 15% on your auto insurance if you like, comment, subscribe. Holla at them, Rob.
Hey, man, what's up, man? It's your boy Bartholomew Franklin, Boat Nose, Lil Rob, Heartthrob Rob, whatever you want to call me. Just call me something, man. Hey, we back in here, another episode, Drama Kingz podcast. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell
man.
some friends to tell a friend.
Fact.
So where we at with it? As far as today's meat and potatoes. Yeah, I mean, I got something we can talk about.
Hey, man,
Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it.
Get into it, man. Break it down.
I got something we can talk about.
Let's
man.
get the people what they want, man.
Get the people what they want, man. What's on your mind, man? It's good to talk.
A lot of people will make the argument that your childhood trauma has a lot to do with the person you are as an adult. But what about the adulthood trauma that you endure, suffer, you know what I mean, sustain? As an adult, once you hit
tricky, man.
Once you hit adulthood, 18 and up, the events that, you know, were extremely overwhelming, you know, trials and tribulations that you endured as an adult.
That's tricky.
How does that shape you going forward as an adult? Because you're going to be an adult all your life. You're only a kid 18 years.
Facts.
I got a good answer for that. Childhood trauma affects you to the point that it kind of sways your decision making during your adult trauma. I think things that happen to you as a child and growing up will kind of determine the decisions that you make when you're going through trauma as an adult, in my opinion.
I think is that I agree with that, and I also think childhood trauma changes your life, changes you, and I think adult trauma kind of keeps you the same. And what I mean is that when you go through a conflict as a child, it changes your perception about life because you only know life like in one way. And then when you're older and as an adult, you go through that trauma, you're kind of like stagnant. You kind of just allow what you have been through to kind of just keep you stuck if you don't really get that help that you need.
But when you become an adult, when you become an adult and you recognize that you know right from wrong, should that wipe the slate clean of your childhood trauma? Like, at what point do you stop using that?
Exactly.
But
at what point do you stop using childhood trauma?
And that's what I feel like, you know, it's, you know, adulthood trauma, because you mentioned it to me,
right?
You know what I mean? And I was like, well, damn, you sure fucking right, because the stuff that happened to me as a child, I don't feel like that has anything to do with who I am as an adult.
But then you got people that'll use that shit.
Yeah, but it's the shit that I went through as an adult that got me acting the way I act as an adult, right or wrong, however it is.
But it also depends on the type of trauma that you experience as a child, you know. So, because I mean, you also, like, I agree, but I disagree at the same time. You can't continue to allow what your past has taken you through to keep on saying that, oh, this is, you know, you have to at some point want to get past that and say, you know, this happened to me, like, I'm gonna get some help and I'm gonna let it go. But it just depends on what you've been through as a child, because some people have been through a lot of traumatic situations as a child, and you got to understand, you guys have kids, I don't, but you have to still understand that childhood should be innocent. And so,
right.
You know, a lot of people go through a lot of grown-up situations as kids that's still mentally haunting to them because they should have never experienced that being a child.
Okay, now are we talking about like just mental, you know, to a certain extent? Like, what level of childhood trauma are we talking about? Because if, in my opinion, if you had to experience any type of physical abuse, you know, rape, you know, beating, you know, and I'm not talking about getting disciplined, I'm not talking about getting a whooping, you know, getting spankings as a child, getting on punishment, you know, I'm talking about like beat by a parent or an adult who just it's ill intent. You know what I'm saying. Anything like that. That's things like that. I don't feel like
will go away.
Will go. Yeah, people don't. You
that
can't
shit,
just.
You're not just throwing that under the rug.
Yeah, I'm. You've been through some shit like that. Who am I to say to you when you become an adult that, hey man, you should let that shit go that happened when you was a child. I ain't got no fucking right. You know what I'm saying? That's
why I say like that's why it depends on what you've been through.
Yeah, what type of level are we talking about? Now we talking about the motherfuckers who be like, man, my daddy, he ain't tell me he loved me when I was little, so now I got daddy issues as an adult. My mama didn't buy me this and that, so now I got issues with women. That's
I want to stop cheating, but my grandma died when I was 7.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Now that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Funny.
People do it, bro. Man. Now adults are funny, man.
Bro,
they are very, man. People look for scapegoats at any exit they can find a scapegoat at. They gonna run through that motherfucker, bro. It's
man,
very.
You need to grow up.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up, bro.
Man.
As far as where I'm at with it, all that shit, you need to get over it. You need to suck it up. Stop allowing what you do as a child, what has happened to you as a child, and that you could not control, influence the things that you can control. That's where I'm at with it. I don't give a fuck what happened to you. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. This happened to your life. It happened, whatever, against you. But it's time to grow up. You cannot keep on looking back, and digging up and just allowing these things to just consume you, because I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like,
everybody gotta grow up.
I had to grow up about it, and just talking about adulthood trauma is like, as an adult, the things that I've done or had to endure, that were just undesired, situations or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I had to really I'm just not getting over that shit, bro. I'm just like, bro, grow up, bro.
Adult trauma or childhood trauma?
Adult trauma, like shit. I'm talking about like 18 to right now, like shit that happened with people that I was dealing with, relationships.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like people that was my friends. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, I was beefing with people for a long ass time.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm beefing with people that like, man, grow up, nigga, let that shit go.
Yeah,
you done told me some shit like that before.
Yeah.
Hey man, come on, man.
Everybody grow in different stages, and you get to a point in your life where it's time to grow up and let some shit go. But you have to. I still think you have to use some of those experiences to build the person that you want to be. You still gotta, even though you let it go, you still gotta build. You still gotta build yourself up in such a way that. Can't just allow anything to happen to you,
Yeah, it all comes with one word to me, and it's maturity. Mm-hmm. Once you learn how to mature, then you learn how to adapt to the situations that you've been through. You learn how to go ahead and seek more help and talk to more people and be able to talk to God about the situations, and you'll be able to forgive. The biggest thing with trauma is being able to forgive. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my personal opinion, whatever happened to you, you got to be able to forgive, to let that go, let that hurt go. And a lot of people hold on to it because they're so, they live so much in the physical form about it. And it's like, you wrong me, I cannot forgive you. So,
right on.
But it's still, bothering you. You feel me? But once you learn to forgive it and be like, man, it is what it is. You feel me?
I think the biggest thing is acknowledgement.
Accountability. People do not take accountability just like when you go, shit that they do.
Just like when you go, for example, if you go to some sort of support group for some sort of addiction you have, whatever the addiction may be, and the first thing they make you do is admit it.
Yeah, facts.
I think that's what my problem was. I always thought that I was the okay dude, the right dude.
Right.
My actions was justified, and you
gotta look at yourself first, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Until I started realizing what was wrong with myself, that's when I was able to feel better about it. Like, damn, I was wrong.
Like, like maybe I do come off, a certain type of way. Maybe I do.
That's what I'm saying.
Because a lot of times we work on the defense. A lot of times, we think that a person is attacking us when they're just telling us about ourselves. So automatically, if you tell me something about me, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, you feel me? But because it's also about communicating And you know, a lot of times people just say, "Oh, you're supposed to just communicate," but you're not just supposed to communicate to communicate. You have to listen and understand what that person is telling you. You know what I'm saying? You have to listen to understand, not to listen to respond. You know what I'm saying? And so once you listen to understand what a person is telling you about yourself, you'll disarm yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be able to take that accountability and be like, you know what? I probably was an asshole to Avis, bro.
A hoe ass nigga.
He said I would say a bitch, but a hoe ass. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I got this nigga his first job when he was coming begging for that bitch, and I've been a bitch to him. You see, what about your friends?
You right about that, man.
What about your friends?
Hey, and
man?
the nigga took the job serious. I mean,
He did.
He was right about
get free. I couldn't get free fries or nothing from you niggas, man. Y'all boy.
Yeah, man.
That shit was wild, man.
Shout out to motherfucking McDonald's, man.
Shout out to the McDonald's crew,
R.I.P.
man.
Carol Oliver.
R.I.P. Mr.
You know
Oliver,
what I'm
bro.
saying? He gave
Fifth
all
Ward,
of us a chance and even bragging.
Lounge Avenue, man. But yeah,
That boy hired a lot of youngsters, man.
he did.
Trying to make a little paper.
But going back to the situation about adult trauma, like we touched on previously before, I touched on it to a certain extent. Like my adult trauma kind of started when I was 19. Like my dad passed away, had a massive heart attack. Like I found him deceased in the house. So, you know, for the longest, I couldn't get over that just for the simple fact that I always thought that it was something that I did wrong or something that I could have did better to prevent the situation. So, you know, I kept on trying to take accountability for a situation that I had nothing to do with. You know, it was just his timing, you know, and so a lot of that trauma just kind of hindered my success of where I should have been in my life because I was too much harping on, you know, what I could have did better or what I had when he was here or this and that. But then I had to start, like, you know, just realizing that, you know, death is inevitable. And I had to take into account that, you know, he instilled all the tools in me to continue to keep going. And once I, you know, put those two things together, I was able to, you know, continue on with my life and on the path that I'm supposed to be on. But for the longest, man, I couldn't get over that trauma. It was just, you know, it was a lot for me. So
yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny because as adults, you know, especially us with children, we can kind of, you know, ease up some of the childhood trauma with our children if we raise our kids one way and actually live by it. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with a lot of that growing up when I was a child, like the back and forth, you know, oh, this is cool today, but tomorrow is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the inconsistencies with raising our kids, you know what I'm saying? If you want to raise your son to be a respectful young man to women, you know what I'm saying? You can't show him, you know, that you and your lady like to argue and
can't
fight.
Be cursing the mama out and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I used to tell my mama all the time, like, how you tell me you want me to be a certain way with my sisters, you know, I should be this certain way in relationships, but you going upside my stepdaddy head.
Yeah.
You know,
right on.
you know, just to use that as an example, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta lead
like,
by example.
Yeah,
that's more so childhood trauma though.
I mean,
building blocks.
You know, and I won't never say it's trauma because that's just.
It didn't
that
affect
was just
you
regular
like that.
shit. You know,
It'd
what I'm
be
saying?
like that.
It becomes, but see, it's like PTSD
you know
to a certain extent.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But you could say trauma, and you could say trauma in one breath, and then in the next breath you could say patience, because my stepdaddy was just a cool ass nigga. You know, shit. You know, I growing up, I thought that's how women supposed to act with their men. You know, I thought you were supposed to be crazy and loud, and
but
so
you
shit.
thought wrong, nigga.
So I grew up liking that. You know, I grew up liking that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to holler at me and argue, and you know, you want to pull up on the corner where I'm at, and you want to hop out the car and go.
Thanks.
Shit, I invited. Let's go. Let's do it.
I
but
like
then,
that
you know,
shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
Once you get over,
I like that shit too.
fuck with, yeah, man.
Hey,
yeah.
but you grow up, you know what I'm saying, and you realize that
That's
that
not
ain't
what
the
it's
move.
supposed to be though.
But
You feel
I
me? Like
realized
it's
it.
not.
I realized it when I had my daughter, and I was like, I don't want that for my daughter.
Yeah, facts.
You know, and my son, you know, I don't want my son.
It's
to
cool
be
till you start seeing your people going through it. You feel me? You start seeing the kids that you brought into this world. You don't want them to be going, because it could lead everywhere. It could turn bad. You know what I'm saying?
Bad. Like, what if
it's not?
You know, what if my stepdaddy wasn't as cool as he was?
Yeah,
and,
that was
you know
just
what I'm
his
saying?
situation and how he handled it.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know, everybody
So-
else not gonna handle it that cool. And you know, if you got a daughter or your son, anybody. You feel me? It might not, the person
Yeah.
that they're with might not react like that.
Yeah.
Or your daughter may not react like that, or your son may not react
Exactly.
like how your step pop did. So
And then you get older and you realize, damn, what you start asking yourself, what was my stepdaddy doing? To have my mama,
tripping like that,
barking on him, you know what I'm saying? And then you just that come with the territory though. That come with learning and growing, and
understanding,
understanding. As your mind develop, you start to process things that happen.
Start going through your own relationships and kind of looking back. Like I do that a lot and be thinking about my mom and my dad. Like, wow, I kind of see, you know what I'm saying? Like now I can kind of understand why they was kind of having problems as, I'm an adult now, so.
Yep.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
But if you're gonna relate to something, like let's say look back 10 years. You know what I mean? Something that happened to you, because 10 years is some fairly old shit. Something happened to you 10 years ago that got you operating differently, and as an adult, and you know that experience was negative, and that's not the sum total of what your adulthood should be. For instance, you into a bad relationship. It don't have to be with a just like a companion or significant other. It could be just like a business relationship. Like, man, I had some dudes, get down. I had some shit happen to me, bro. It fucked with my trust real bad amongst my partners and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
We're going back 10 years? You talking about 10 years or more recent?
You know what I'm talking about?
10 years,
10
okay.
years. But
let's see.
It ain't gotta be no shit that's like, you know what I'm saying? But I had some business with a dude that was real close to in childhood. You dig? You know what I'm saying? And we doing things and moving things and whatever. Third, and a nigga end up burning me up.
Yeah.
You dig? So because of that, that made me feel like, well, damn, if he'll do it, anybody
will do it. Yeah.
That fucked me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I realized as I'm older, I got people, I got friends, I got some niggas that really, fuck with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize that was just that nigga.
Yeah.
And you would have thought, man, I'm with this nigga since the sandbox.
Because sometimes you overlook everybody else and, all the other good situations for one bad situation.
But I think the nigga was jealous of me, bro.
It's possible. My mom used to always tell me men be just as jealous of you as women do. That's my mom.
Just knowing you, for all these years, if I think back 10 years ago, shit, you had it all together. I can see.
That's what I'm saying.
Why he would, you know what I'm saying? So
nigga, it wasn't really nothing. It wasn't worth the consequences that he would have had to pay for what he did. I ain't seen him since.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy too. The fact that you ain't seen him since. You know what I'm saying?
And it really wasn't about nothing. You know what I mean?
I think I know the situation you're talking about too, but
you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But just stuff that's an example of what I mean is because of that happened to me, I was moving a certain way for fucking, for the next 5 or 8 years of my life. I was like, I'm like, damn, like I said, if he did it, anybody would do it. Cause
fact.
You know what I mean? Why would this motherfucker do it out of all the people in the world?
Yeah, that's
crazy. What I'm saying? That's what I mean. If if y'all had a relatable, situation, something similar to that,
I mean, I just
that you had to overcome, like, not that you still or you could be working on it right now. For instance, like I'm done with it. Like I knew I could trust my people. I'm not just saying my partner, just people. Like I know, you know what I mean. I can let up off that because, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no.
So,
I mean, for me, man, really, if I was just to look back 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying, I would just say shout out to growth. You know what I'm saying? Me and my lady, we had our daughter around 10 years ago. Me and my wife. So I had to learn a lot of stuff, bro. I had to, when you sit down with somebody and you say, okay, we're gonna make this thing work,
I had to figure out what was wrong with you.
Man,
what I'm saying?
This man here was
he
like,
slow?
Bro, he was just.
I thought something was wrong with the
every
nigga,
day. He was asking me like, man, Ken, you show
is you all right,
this,
bro?
Is you all right? Because this ain't you, but
the nigga was.
I had to change, bro. It had to turn into me. You know what I'm saying? When you find yourself in a situation that you want to work, and you wanna be there for your child, your daughter. I got sons, but I got older sons, but when I had my daughter, bro, it was very different. You know what I'm saying?
Made you look at things differently.
Yeah, now I had somebody who was willing to be a partner with me, and doing all things that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to communicate. You know, I had to transform myself. You know what I'm saying, to a completely different person. You know, I had to all the things that I seen my mama and my pops go through. You know, I had to change that stuff in my mind. I had to.
You have to break the cycle.
I had to see different things. I had to use those bad experiences, you know, to rework.
Because like you said, to a certain point, those bad experiences shape your life. So you have to use those as like stepping stones to say, you know what I'm saying, this is not what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I hate I had to go through that. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I'm going to use this and be like, man, I'm not going to put my kids through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going
to. Exactly. And then now I'm with somebody who situation is 100% different from mine. You know what I'm saying? Mom and daddy been together 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm dealing with somebody who was in sense of everything relationship wise, they did not see what I saw. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's crazy.
Daddy going to work, mama going to work. You know what I'm saying? My stepdaddy hustle, man. You know, everybody know that. You know, it ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no rapping his cap. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mystery in his history. You know, we you know, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? So he was a street nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It looked.
You know him. You know what I'm saying?
It looked funny at first when you first saw it. Like, damn, y'all niggas. You know what I mean?
Man, it just tripped me out, bro. But you know, now you have to operate on a different wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Now the arguments ain't. You know, now the arguments can't be one sided no more. You know, now the points gotta make sense. You can't just be hollering just for no reason. You know, now shit matter. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. So, you know, if I had to look back 10 years ago, I would say, you know, just shout out to growth all together because, you know.
You got something for me, bro?
It just you know.
I don't know, bro. Like I mentioned, I mean,
so you niggas ain't traumatic in y'all adulthood then. You niggas is perfect, is what y'all saying.
Nobody's perfect. Nah.
But you got, bro. I'm older than you though. You know what I'm saying? Huh? So, 10 years ago,
I'm still working though. No
10 years ago, my situation is damn near pretty much the same as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, 10 years ago, nigga, you was still, you know. 10
years ago, I was come on, bro.
10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like
my life has changed so much.
I was almost about to be 30 10 years ago.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? So shit. If I was still out here doing childish shit, you know what I'm saying?
But everybody got age.
I'm just saying, man.
Nigga got gray hair, man.
It's a blessing, though,
man,
bro.
Keep on living, man. You know what I'm saying?
The goal is to get old, man.
Keep on living.
Bro, I had to get over so much bullshit, adult trauma.
We all did.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with good people, but here and now, you know, I've had, you know, mostly women. You know, I've had women take advantage of my kindness. You know,
I think we all have.
But it's
not everybody go through it, man.
But yeah, it's just the fact that, you know, like I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sensitive person. Like I'm a sensitive nigga,
cake
man.
Ass,
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cake ass nigga, man. You know, I listen to a
lot
of
when
Drake.
You say
okay, nothing wrong with it, man.
So you saying you wear your heart on your sleeve? You talking about like you fall easy.
To a certain extent, you know what I mean? I'm just like if I fuck with you, I'm all the way out there for you. You know what I'm saying? That's with my partners. That's with anybody that I care for.
You trying to buy them shoes like on third date and shit like
that? I went viral on a Facebook post doing. I think I sent that to you.
Fuck with your boy.
Like yeah, man. But it's just the fact of the matter that you know what I'm saying. I had to.
And that's what I'm talking about.
But look, even with that, why do we beat people down for that? You know what I'm saying? People.
What you mean?
People will look at that. Look at a person like that and they will say, oh, well, he don't need to be like that, or, you know, the shit soft or the shit weak. But, bruh, I feel like, man, more so like people that be so super guarded. So basically what you're saying is you not like that. You know
no, I'm not. I'm not guarded at all. I'm now, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm more of aware, but I'm not guarded. I feel like everybody deserves grace. I don't go into a situation with my guards up. I feel like I go in with my guards down, and I let you do something to me. to a certain extent, or show me your intentions,
Bro.
and then I put my guard up. Like, nah, I can't mess with you because I see.
Exactly.
But a lot of people automatically come in with a shield, like, and so you can't give them your full potential because they're already kind of blocking based on what.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But I understand that, you know what I'm saying? I do understand that. Now, when you talking about things like business and, you know, certain situations like that, I understand, you know, you got to protect yourself to an extent. And, you know, but when we talking about like relationships and, you know, you trying to find somebody, you trying to find love and shit like that, I understand being aware.
Yeah.
But having a super guard up, man, I feel like people who say, okay, dumbest shit I ever heard was, I ain't trying to be with nobody till I get myself together. If you trying to wait till the perfect moment to get yourself together, it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Yes and no, because I feel like this. If you don't have anything, like, I hate the whole bring it to the table thing, but you shouldn't bring no baggage, and you shouldn't bring, if you don't love yourself enough and you don't have anything to, you know, to fall back on, then you should not be dating. You know what I'm saying? But waiting for the perfect person and all of that, like, nah.
I'm not talking about like loving yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't love yourself, we talking about a deeper level of, you know, issues, you know what I'm saying? But like, just like the people who say, like, oh, I ain't got as much money as I want, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard in my life, because I feel like people who say that use it as an excuse to just do what the fuck they want to do at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Until I get myself together, I ain't gonna. But why? Why?
Maybe they want to be prepared and established.
How can you prepare for a new situation? You can't.
You can't. But you mean at the end of the day, though, you also have to. You know, you also have to be. It's like your self-awareness. If I know that, the level that I'm on right now, I know I can get better. I don't want to date nobody right now. I want to focus on getting, like cliche, I want to focus on getting myself together. I want to focus on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to focus on me. How can I love somebody and put all my intentions and time into somebody and I'm still, you know what I'm saying, still kind of stagnant?
But what is getting yourself together? Explain that to me. What is getting yourself together?
Whatever situation that they feel like is hindering them. Whether it could be like, you know, their finances, it could be emotional insecurities. It just, you know, working on yourself.
But I feel you can do as much work as you want. If you have it, you still gonna have them same issues.
Yeah, but
you never gonna make enough money.
But Kenneth, is it fair to bring those issues to somebody who already didn't put that time into themselves? So is it fair to meet somebody and then like you ain't took no time out? Because it's all about self-growth. You have to grow. Every day you're growing. And if that 24 hours that you're having to be a better person, if you're not doing anything with that, then how's it fair to go meet somebody who has went to therapy, who has went to whatever, you know?
You right. I'm with him because I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
But look though,
don't bring your broken
don't bring your problems to me, bro. And I'm good. I'm healed. I'm good.
Out my face with that shit, man.
You only heal because you telling yourself you heal. How can you?
You heal because you put in the work, bro.
How can you set the standard of yourself?
How can you be healed? How can you say I'm in it? Everything can change. You can meet a person today, and everything that you thought you worked on, you realize that you didn't.
But that's for that person. That might not be the person for you. You feel me? I'm not gonna work on myself and meet somebody, and then they let that person make me feel like that what I put in for myself ain't shit. I'm gonna be like, well, fuck her. I don't need to be with her.
I'm gonna be the man.
But you would have done that anyway.
No.
I'm gonna be the man I want to be.
Yeah.
You're not gonna determine the type of person I'm gonna be.
But I'm not working on myself. I'm not working on myself for the woman. I'm working on myself for me. So then when I go ready to present myself to somebody, if we on the same page and the same level, then that's cool. If you don't like how the person that I am, then fuck you. But I know that I worked on myself. I know I got myself together. I'm cool. I'm a commodity. I'm a hot commodity. I'm a hot catch right now. Fuck what you talking about. I wasn't always there though. I had to take some time out from dating and isolate myself. It's always got to be an isolation period for you to grow.
Yeah, but hear me out.
You went to
You're never gonna.
You say you went where?
I went to Booker T, man,
and
Barbara Joy.
You said you went to Dayton. What you said? Oh, Dayton.
Dayton.
I'm thinking you're talking about you went to like Dayton, Texas.
Texas, like
you done built a little.
That's a jail in Dayton. My mama went to Dayton before.
When you get in any type of relationship, you're never gonna be 100% the person that you think you want to be or the person that you think you was. It's never gonna happen.
But what I'm saying
Take it
is
from somebody that's married.
But what I'm saying is you're not working on yourself for the relationship, for the person that you are gonna be dating. You working on yourself for yourself to be a better person. You have to
And that person is gonna change. That's what I'm saying. So why not?
But if that person changes
not,
and you don't agree with that person changing, then you gotta let that person go.
and
Fuck
it's gonna
them
keep.
people.
It's gonna keep happening.
No, it's not, bro.
No, it
How?
It's gonna keep.
So how
happening.
did you? But you finally met your person.
Are you the same person with every female? No. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep changing. The person that you are is gonna constantly change.
But that doesn't mean
every individual that you come across.
That's understandable. What I keep saying is this though. You said you hate when a person say I'm working on myself before I date somebody. And all I'm saying is you can work on yourself. Just because you're getting with somebody and they're changing don't mean that you got to stop working on yourself because it ain't working no more.
Think about it though.
You gonna keep working on you. I'm gonna keep working on myself. I'm gonna keep working on my shot even though this team ain't pick me.
Okay,
Come fucking healed.
Look,
just be healed. That's all I'm saying.
But look, I'm a trump all that. You meet somebody and y'all dating for a month. And she say, after 30 days, she say, man, you know, some things you said that triggered me. You know,
I don't give a fuck about your
I was in a similar situation.
Fix that shit, man. Heal that shit.
I suggest you take some therapy. You know, go to therapy and talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Versus you doing the shit for a year, and after a year, you like, I'm really ready to go to therapy now.
That's what I'm saying.
But
you just said that somebody told you. But what I'm saying is, if you know you put in that work, fuck what she talking about. I don't need to be with you. You probably need to go put in your own work, or I'm just not the person for you. But I know where I was. I know that I had anger issues. I took the time out to go see the little lady, talk to the lady.
Did you do that for real? Because I need a number.
But listen though,
I got you, bro. Because I do got anger issues. I'm
with you,
bro.
Hey man, shout out to growth.
Hey,
baby.
sometimes the Lord send angels in your life because you need them at that point, man.
Facts.
That's what I'm speaking on. Motherfuckers be blocking they I done heard this man say to plenty females, "Don't block your blessing." You done block your. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hey, but it's a true statement.
Yeah,
even though he was joking, but. Sometimes the Lord said you who said it take you have to go through who said you had to go through these traumatic events just to be okay? Why not why you couldn't talk to that person that the Lord may have pushed your way? The wind just blew that person your way and they approached you in a nice manner, a nice inviting spirit.
Because
not
everybody
demon,
that does
spirit.
the Lord does send you angels, but everybody sometimes it's just a season, bro.
Bro, sometimes
it's
a straight fucking
it's just a
straight
season. But so within that season though, you still have to be working on yourself. You still have to be putting in your own work to, you know what I'm saying? Like we said earlier, you still have to learn how to take accountability, whether you got a person with you or not. You feel me? But having a person, if you don't have accountability by yourself, then what makes you think just because you got a partner, you're going to start having accountability? And that's what I'm saying about when you working on yourself, when you start working on, you know, your growth, when you start working on, you know what I'm saying, your individual trust. Hey, if you don't have none of that, but you coming to date somebody, then you all fucked up from the get-go.
I think y'all going at it too deep, man.
I'm not going. I'm coming at it.
Y'all sound like these females, man.
Hey man, check him out.
Y'all sound like these females, man.
So you saying I can't be the nigga I want to be, the man I want to be? I gotta be whatever this girl feels like.
That I'm supposed to be.
Nah, it ain't. It's all about. It's all about reconforming, man, and compromise. That's gonna happen in any relationship.
I'm not reshaping myself every time I meet somebody.
I'm not gonna make myself small because this person don't like the person that I am.
What is wrong?
But you looking at it small. Who says that the worked on person?
Hold on.
Who says that the worked on person you are is the best version of yourself? Who said that?
Me, because it's me.
That's why it's invalid, because that's your opinion of your own self.
But you're supposed to have your own. It's why it's called self-esteem, bro. I'm supposed to build up my own self-esteem and go out there and sell myself, bro. And if you don't like what I'm selling, then you don't have to buy into it. I'm gonna continue to work on myself though in my product, bro. I'm not gonna. This is who I am as a person.
But look, by that logic, it's niggas out here who think that being a player is the best version of themselves, and I'ma fuck all the hoes, and I'ma get all my money up. But who's to say who is the person that's telling him that person is not the person that he should be, or that's not the best version of himself?
That's being a fucked up individual.
Women do it too.
You just
women
being a bad human at that point.
I'm number one in my career. I'm making this X amount of money. A man can't do nothing for me. He can't bring nothing to the table that I can't bring to myself. I'm dominant. I don't need no man. To her, that's the best version of herself. What's gonna happen when she meets somebody
that's gonna check out?
But she's not. But at the same time though, when it comes down to self-worth, she's not wrong. When it comes down to individuality, she's not wrong for working on herself and feeling like she put herself in a position to. Now we know she's probably not gonna meet a good quality man because she's already saying like, I don't need this, I don't need that. But there's nothing wrong with her going out there and getting a bag for herself. There's nothing wrong with a nigga going out here and putting into himself and saying, look, I know my worth as a king. I know that. Look, I don't care who come along. Fuck it, bitch. I'll be single. But I know that I didn't put in work. I know that I used to be vulnerable. I know that I used to have. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. What's wrong with that?
Fuck is this nigga talking about, man?
Nothing is wrong with that.
But you said it's kind of invalid.
My point is that person is gonna have to change. No matter that. No, you can't be with yourself.
They be talking about
But if you listen, bro.
If you can go in any relationship with 0% of change of self, then I commend you because you just married yourself.
If you did all that, bro, who's to say it's not a woman out here who's did the exact same thing that you not gonna meet? Like so it might have been a woman that
we see them every day, bro.
But what I'm saying, that's understandable. But that don't mean you can't box them all in a category and say that all women gonna be like that.
I'm not boxing into a category. I'm just saying you're gonna have to some part of you.
So you gonna do all this like revamping yourself, and you saying that it's not even gonna matter because somebody gonna come along and make you change again.
You're gonna always experience change. Anytime you come across somebody else, you always gonna experience some type of, especially in relationships. Bro.
I don't believe it.
I mean, I guess you can.
I'm telling you,
you can make a point to say you shouldn't be bouncing from women and women anyways, because I mean, obviously at that point you unsuccessful in relationships, right? So
that's facts. But I mean, that's all the part of dating and growth and growing
20 times, because by that time, like, damn, man, maybe it's just this relationship shit you not good at, B.
Facts.
Would you
maybe it's your motherfucking
would you
fault.
The same woman that I just described, would you agree that if she wants a successful, healthy relationship, she's gonna have to be submissive at some point, even though she's not already submissive?
Yeah, but that's not
my point.
But no, but that's not. But hold on. But that's
question.
But that's no. That's not. That's changing. That's changing her stance and how she goes about a relationship.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we're talking about. You said no. What you initially said was you don't like when people say they're working on themselves. That's her changing her stance in a relationship. That's not her changing herself and changing who she was as far as accountability and all of that, as far as trust and things. That's what I'm talking about. When we say what a lot of people are not saying, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't want to be submissive. When people say they don't want to be in a relationship and they're working on themselves, they're not talking about being submissive or not. They're more than likely a lot of people talking about finances. They're talking about the way of how they trust people. They're talking about accountability. They're talking about stability. They're talking about those points. But they're not talking about like
being submissive fit in those same, in that same category.
I don't want to hear submissive.
Being submissive and being accountable. Those are all mental aspects of a person.
Yeah, they're not. You're not sitting up here saying immediately like what to call it. Like I'm gonna work. I'm because women like and people. Submissive women like security.
Would the best version of yourself be cool with making $50,000 a year?
Fuck no.
It gets trumped, man. The argument gets trumped. So why not?
Because 50 bands ain't enough, B.
But financial shouldn't mean nothing.
Because I'm not happy until I'm getting $1 million a year. You dig?
Bro, I'm not trying to lay up and fuck on nobody if I'm broke, bro.
You know what I mean? I want $1 million a year.
If I'm broke, bro, and that's what I'm saying.
That's my personal goal that I want to succeed and accomplish before I meet somebody and decide I want to throw my personality on them and say they have to conform to my shit fuck being submissive. We changing that shit 2024. Just forget about being submissive.
But even at that point, you don't want to lay up and fuck nobody that's broke. But you not a nigga that's gonna not fuck nobody because you ain't got no money.
You can't say that though, bro.
But niggas gonna still get pussy.
You can't say it. Just depends, bro.
Broke niggas get pussy all the
Niggas
time.
depends, bro.
It depends, bro. If it depends. Like all I'm saying is this: majority of men are gonna think about wanting to fuck. But I'm saying when you really want to change your mindset and get yourself out of a certain situation, bro.
I think it is.
You feel me? When you really want to change yourself and get you ain't worried about them hoes. Them hoes gonna be there, bro.
You ain't
That's
gotta be.
him,
I'm not saying you gotta be worried about it.
But what I'm saying is this: you can't sit and say that real talk. If I'm sitting up here and I'm struggling and I ain't got no money and all you trying to offer me is some ass, man, fuck that. Man, what you trying to? I need to get out. I need to get out.
Check him out.
Nigga gonna still take it, bro.
I ain't gonna take it, bro. I need to because when it comes to maturity, I need to mature. I need this bitch to do more. The ass gonna be there. You fuck with me, you want to give me that? Nah,
the
boo.
ass there
That's
right
cool. Now. But I'm still gonna be. I'm gonna fuck on her, and my stomach still grumbling.
Like a motherfucker.
That's crazy.
You be hungry to real.
I'm hungry in the bitch. Oh man, fuck all that, bitch. You better give me something to eat. You better put some money in my pocket. Put me on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Put me on my feet. If you really fuck with me, you can get the same pussy to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get that to anybody. I want you to.
Niggas want to be a certain man.
She can't put nothing in your pocket if you don't want to mess with nobody.
And that's why I feel like if you're gonna be, you need to be whoever it is you gonna be. Before you go doing like, what if the version of myself is not the person, not the type of woman I want to attract? I don't want to be the broke nigga attracting this level of.
I understand.
So you need to be healed,
you know what I'm saying?
Whole.
Otherwise, they say you got a day within your bracket.
But everybody who used that same excuse is either long-term single or they still looking for an end.
And everybody who done it prematurely, they didn't settled.
Facts.
So what you talking about?
Why you say settle?
Because why would you want to be what this is all I am right now, so this is what I'm gonna be. So I'm gonna pick whatever I attract right now.
You're on a surface level.
But that's
you feel me? Like that's what you're doing.
That's what you're saying.
I never said
well, you didn't say it,
settling.
but you might as well. There's not so many words.
How was that settling?
Because if you're gonna be something that needs improvement, something that needs some type of amendment,
you're gonna constantly need. My point is, you're gonna constantly need improvement. You're never gonna be the perfect version of the person that you think you want to be.
But you gotta stop going. But you gotta stop going with being.
That person is gonna always.
But you said we thinking too deep. You're already thinking too deep. Nobody's gonna be perfect, bro. But if you got some shit that you need to work on, there's nothing wrong with saying that I'm not gonna bring nobody else into my situation until I get my shit together.
Till I'm accomplished and complete.
I'm accomplished and complete. I'm not well. You feel me? I'm not where I want to be at right now, so I don't really want to date. Now you just laughed and said, "Well, how she gonna help you out if you don't want to fuck with?" I'm just saying committed and all that. You can still have a friend. You can still have somebody that you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? This and that.
But why though? If you're working on yourself, that's all distractions to your point.
And you ain't gotta let it distract you, bro, to that point to where you putting in that. When you in a committed relationship, bro, you have to give something. Because when I'm by myself, I don't have to give anything. If you want to come along and be a vessel and provide and do things like that and help me be a resource, then that's fine. But I'm not trying to commit because I know where I'm at right now. I know that I need to do more for myself to be happy to where I really want to be able to give you more than what I can give you right now.
But that's why I say the reason is straight bullshit. Because why even deal and talk to somebody? You even the fact that you're talking to somebody while you're healing yourself, you're still using them to heal yourself in some point, some aspect. But you don't have to be. You don't have to be. When you isolate yourself, you're isolating all those around you and all that. But you don't have to be. I'm not gonna fuck. I'm trying to heal myself, so I ain't gonna fuck with y'all niggas there right now. Y'all still my partners. I'm still gonna talk to y'all and shit like that, but I'm not at that level of where I want to be at with y'all right now. So I can't do the same things that y'all niggas do right now. I'm just working on myself right now. It don't mean that I ain't gonna fuck with y'all. I'm not gonna go Brother Rock Martin type shit like
that. Just sound like settle for
if
whatever
you work,
you can
if
do
you
right
work,
now.
if you work on yourself,
I'm agreeing with it, bro.
If you work on yourself, if you work on yourself, and you still stringing a woman along, whether she's your friend or whatever you want to call it. That still trumps the point of.
But you're looking at it.
Using somebody.
But you looking.
So we're not gonna do that.
No, that's not what he just said. He just said it's nothing wrong with still having a friend.
But y'all my
friends
friends too, bro. So why does it gotta be gender based? Why can I only have hold on, but I'm saying why can I only have if I'm struggling and going through some shit and I want to work on myself, why can I only have homeboys? Why can't I have a homegirl too?
Right.
We ain't in that situation where because I'm being 100,
right.
I'm being transparent.
I ain't
You
gonna
feel me?
argue with
Like
that, big
you know
dog.
what I'm saying? We being transparent. It shouldn't be either relationship or no female at all.
a female friend is different from a female that you talking to, and potentially this is gonna be this could be the relationship once I heal myself.
But you said
you just healed yourself the whole time y'all was talking.
But I also said, but I
time.
also said that I ain't want to fuck her. You said you are gonna fuck her.
But
you got to fuck
gonna
her.
hit. That's what.
No, I'm not though, bro. I'm not gonna hit, bro. I'm not gonna hit, bro. If I'm in a fucked up, vulnerable position, bro, I'm not gonna hit, bro. I don't want that shit like that, bro. I want to feel good about myself to the point to where like I know. You feel me? I'm on my shit right now. You feel me? I don't want no sympathy ass.
So if it take you a year to get yourself fully, you gonna practice abstinence for that whole year? I call cap to the biggest degree.
I would never say some shit like that.
I'm not gonna say no shit like that either.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel me? I'm not gonna say no shit like that either.
That's why that's why I said niggas would tell themselves.
But I'm not just gonna accept anything.
But that's why I said niggas would tell themselves whatever you feel like that point is. You can easily turn that switch off. You're not gonna know. It's gonna be relationships. It's gonna be people that you deal with that's gonna trigger things that you're not gonna know that was even there.
If it take you a year to get your shit together, then you was already fucked up from the jump.
Nah, I done seen some niggas bro. I done seen some situations where people. It done took a while, man. You know that
probably
bounce
still ain't ready.
It take a long time to bounce back.
They want. You know, I mean, it's no timetable of when you gonna get yourself together. But all I'm saying, the point that we was going back to is me personally. I feel like that if a person say that, you know what I'm saying? If a person say that shit, I need some time to get myself together and work on myself and be a better person for myself. Kudos, man. Go ahead and do your thing.
Hey, do your thing.
Do your thing.
All
You know what I'm saying? Like, do your thing because, you know, be the perfect person for yourself. You know, get yourself together. You feel me?
And all I'm saying is that person is going to change when you get in a relationship.
Yeah, it could possibly be.
I don't think so. I believe like I said, man, if I didn't set out some goals, a lot of people want to finish school before they.
Facts. I want to finish school. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Man,
I want that to be what I want that level of person to be.
That's not working on yourself. That's working towards something. Stop putting monetary on it. We're not talking about monetary. We're talking about the physical. We talking about the mental capacity that one thinks. We're not talking about monetary things.
That's fine. We can talk about that once I achieve what I want to achieve, and then we can initiate this situation.
That's all
until
fine.
I'm what I want to be in life or what I want to be. They ain't got shit to do with money. If I'm not where I want to be in life, I'm not, and I don't want to deal with somebody or whatever. I don't feel like I should just settle for whatever's available right now.
But you still when you say achieve, what are you talking about though? You still putting a monetary.
People want to
look. That's like
I want to finish school. I want to have a degree before I decide.
But see, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about mental.
That's what we. But
that's like if somebody said. But that's like
still a physical
But
thing.
that's all. But that's like.
Thing.
But that's like if somebody said if a male or woman say right now I need to build a stronger relationship with Christ. Right now, I don't want to date nobody. I don't want to do nothing. Basically, what you kind of say is that no, not even that. But if the person she with don't go to church, but she done develop a stronger relationship with Christ. You saying that it's kind of gonna change because she in a relationship now. Her dude don't go to church, so she probably gonna start changing her views. Even though she done worked, I ain't gonna go to church no more because I got with this person. Even though I done worked on my relationship with God.
What I'm saying is, if you want to work on your relationship with God, how you know that the person that you meet wouldn't be willing to go down that journey with you? They could probably be the vessel that you need to get you to the point.
That's the point I said. That's why I said.
Okay,
that's why I said
what I'm talking about.
But that's why I said that in real talk. That's why you got to meet somebody. That's why you got options, and you meet somebody else that's just as healed to you, so you don't have to change.
But that's
because I wouldn't have to change if I meet you. If I met her, she didn't did the same thing. I said I needed to work on my relationship with God, and then I happened to meet a woman who took that same time and she worked on her relationship with God, we together, ain't neither one of us got to change anything because we worked on it ourselves individually.
We just gonna start from here.
We just gonna start from here.
What I'm saying
we
is,
not settling and saying like, okay, well, I just want to be in love. Even though I worked on myself with God, I love this girl so much, she don't really go to church, so I'm not gonna go to church no more.
But what I'm saying is the finished product of that, it don't necessarily have to go against what somebody else is doing. You can still meet somebody and you can still meet somebody and do that.
Man, this man tweak it.
Sound like
This man married.
Going on,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Marriage that
don't mean
that's
nothing,
not
bro.
the ultimate goal of life, though.
It's not the ultimate goal in life, but I have a whole level
Some people
I have a whole level of relationship status that y'all can't even comprehend yet. Just to be real.
But that might work for you, bro.
Just to be real.
That may work.
No, and that may be what you think.
Just to be I'm just
saying. Okay. Just because a person is married don't mean that there's some divine being.
I'm not saying nothing divine, but if you're not in a committed relationship that can't just walk away from.
But respectfully, hold on.
Right now.
Hold on, but respectfully, how we know you ain't do what he said that you sounded like you were saying? How we know you ain't settled?
Like some settling shit,
yeah,
bro.
how we know you ain't just because you married don't mean you ain't settled. You might could have settled.
I didn't wake up and get married today. I
but
learned
everything
and
you
I
described.
grew.
Okay,
we go back.
Hold on, but you said hold on.
Same example.
We go back to tape up.
It took me all these years to grow.
We didn't win.
We going back to
It
tape
took me all these years to grow. I said that. I said if you take me back 10 years ago, I can applaud growth for that. That's exactly what I said.
And you also said, stop telling people you need to wait until you work on yourself. Wait until you do this. Do it right now. Right. And we said, I said that sounds like you settling.
No, that's
because
not
you
settling.
said forget your goals, your accomplishments.
I ain't say nothing about goals. I
just whatever's attractive to you right now.
I never said nothing about goals.
We got the tape.
I ain't never said nothing about goals. What goals ain't got, man? Goals don't have shit to do with relationships.
And that's fine. But a lot of people will feel like they're not ready, and that's their prerogative. If I'm not ready for relationship, if I'm not ready for a relationship or marriage or whatever, or if I'm not ready for a job, I'm gonna get the training I need before I go holler at these people about getting hired. That you can apply that to that logic can be applied to everything.
You can.
I'm just saying.
It sounds like you settled.
That's just like the dumbest shit. It's one of the dumbest things.
Like you said, you can. Hold on. That's
what I said.
Wait on yourself.
Hold on, but like you said, you can apply it to anything. I like to, since we like sports, I like to always have sports analogies. Yeah. That's like, a person saying, I'm not going to declare for the draft right now. I'm going to continue to work on myself.
And
I'm
like now,
nah, bro.
Whatever you got right now,
you know what I'm saying?
You need to do.
Your jump shot going to change when you get in the NBA regardless.
That's physical abilities though, Rob.
What you mean? You still working on yourself though, bro.
Hey, and niggas who wait for the draft be terrible.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is you're still saying, like he said, you can apply it to anything. I'm saying is that
Evan Turner did that same thing.
Man, it don't matter how they came out. I'm just saying the whole point of it is that if not, you gonna settle. If I'm gonna listen to somebody else to tell me right now, man, that shit sounds stupid, nigga. Your jump shot good right now, nigga. Go to the NBA.
And you can be like, bro, I'm just not ready.
I'm not ready, bro. I'm not mentally ready to be.
Prepared.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. What's the color?
And you said that's the dumbest. With the same logic, you said that's the dumbest thing you ever heard.
The dumbest shit I ever heard.
Okay, hold on. Here go another one. If Avis would have hit me and said, bro, I got an opportunity, bro. I want you to come on the podcast with me and Kenan and Joe. You feel me?
He finna prove my point.
No, hold on. And I said, bro, right now.
Let the man speak.
Right now.
Prove my point.
Hold on. Right now, when I'm at my point right now, I don't want to bring y'all down, bro. I need to work on myself, bro. I don't want to. So go ahead.
So what you did, you came along the journey anyway.
But I'm saying if I would have,
even though you was not a finished product, came to be.
No. I said no. I said if I would have said that. I didn't say that.
If he would have.
If I would have said that.
So he's going to get.
That goes without. That goes without saying.
That's what he's saying.
Because I'm saying if I'm fucked up, bro, and
man, we got you, baby.
If I'm fucked up, like we was talking about the TikTok shit the other time,
right on,
and I'm fucked up, and y'all, how's it fair for me to come along to something that y'all already built and put in the work, and I come along and y'all niggas say, well, this banner gonna be $100, bro. You feel me? It's 4 of us. We need 25. I'm fucked up right now, bro. You feel me? I wouldn't even want to do no shit like that, bro. I don't want to be a part of something where I can't contribute,
valid.
bro.
By his logic, he would not be here though.
Nah,
and yet
man.
he is.
It's like I think you
but I
misunderstand.
understand.
No, I'm not saying that I'm fucked up though, bro.
By the logic you saying, if you were not ready to come on this podcast, you would not be here right now.
Exactly.
He's saying if he would have did what you did.
If I
No, that you misunderstanding. But you are here
because I'm not needing to work on myself, bro. I'm not.
Even though you never did this. You never did. This is brand new experience.
Shout out the first timers.
You came and you did it anyway with us because we all gonna go on this journey together.
But I'm saying, but that's different, bro. I'm not needing to work on myself though. We all going on a journey together. It's not me having to work on something.
Listen to what he said.
But I'm still saying though, bro, I didn't have to work on. That's somebody's opinion. But what I'm saying is, I never had to work on something though, bro. Is what I'm saying. I'm talking about if I had to really work on, like basically, if I had to work on relationships, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Or if you guys had to work on relationships, you would have never even asked me if you had to work on that relationship. If y'all was fucking with somebody else and the trust was fucked up, why would y'all immediately come to me and ask me if y'all hadn't worked on yourselves to understand that? Okay, well, you feel me? Like
that's equivalent to saying, "Hey man, I'm never gonna."
He gonna fight to the end,
That's
baby.
equivalent to saying,
He ain't going
"I never did a podcast before." You know, I ain't never talked in front of no camera. You know, let me come and learn, bro. Let me come and see what it's about. And then I'll do episodes. No, you came and jumped straight in.
Bro, but that's learning. We're talking about changing versus learning.
Learning it's all the same.
No, it's not. You're talking about changing something.
Anytime you learn something new, you changing every time.
You're changing your mindset about it, but you ain't changing your perspective. You're not changing who you are. You're just learning something. You feel me? If I'd have did this before, then I would be changing. I would be changing how I affected it. I would be changing how, well, the first time I went on a podcast, shit, them niggas did it like this. Now I'm coming to learn and change how I was on this other podcast, how I'm going to be with y'all niggas.
I'm not waiting until I'm ready to do something.
I'm not either,
That's
man.
when I'm going to do it. I'm not finna do it if I'm
y'all
not
both
ready.
just said.
Well, no. I'm fuck what he talking about.
No.
I'm not. I did agree, but that was stupid.
No, I'm saying my point is I'm not gonna wait to do something until I'm ready to do it. I'm not gonna do it.
He said it wrong. I knew where he was going with it, but he said it wrong. I knew where he was going with, but he said it wrong. But
I mean, even still though. Adulthood trauma, you know what I mean?
Niggas wouldn't get in relationships now if people actually believe that, they wouldn't get in relationships.
I feel like
that's why you got a lot of people selling too. A lot of people stuck in situations,
and you got divorce rates as high as
they don't want to be in because they didn't take the time to work on themselves.
You know what's higher than divorce rates? Niggas just meeting bitches and being with them for 2 years and breaking up. That's a lot higher than people who get divorced.
That's just part of life, though. I mean, I'm just saying that what's it called? That's just part of life. But I'm just saying that what's it called? You have to be able to work on yourself. You can't be the same person who you was 5 years ago.
Getting fired from a job.
Getting fired from a job, going to the same a new job with the same mentality, coming to work late.
It's part of life.
And saying, I'm not gonna look for a job. I'm not gonna look for a job because shit, you feel me? Like every time I get a job, I get fired. No, nigga, you gotta work on your fucking self, nigga. You gotta work on yourself and learn how to take accountability.
Somebody will respect you more if they know that you refined yourself before you presented yourself for availability.
Because you get to a job ain't gonna say, well, you are late. You be late all the time. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna give you what time you want to come in. You gotta adjust, bro.
If you can work on yourself as much as you want. When you go out here and meet somebody new, they don't know the person that you were. They only know the product that you're giving them right now. They only know that product. That product is gonna change. That product is gonna change. They don't know. I can see if you're dealing with the same woman. You growing, you learning, but if you work on yourself and you meet a whole new person, immediately that product is gonna change when soon as that person enters your life. It's gonna be different. Everything is gonna be different.
Yeah, but that does not mean that because that person doesn't know who you was in the past, You know who you was. So that does not mean for you to settle if they don't like the person that you are now. That don't mean that. If I know real talk, if I come into a situation and this chick accusing me of having anger issues and I know I worked on myself, then maybe it's something that's wrong with her. Fuck her. I know I worked on myself. I'm not finna
Saying something wrong with her, but fuck her sound like an anger issue.
It's not, bro. It's just me. It's me not settling, bro.
But to that person, that's why.
Why do I have to be who I meet?
That's exactly why I said it's gonna change when you meet that person. Just because you were normally at a 10 and now you worked yourself down to an 8, an anger issue might be an 8 for them.
But Ken, hold on. Don't you in a marriage, in a relationship period, but I'm pretty sure in a marriage, don't you have to have communication and transparency and trust? So when I meet somebody that I'm not married to, when I meet somebody, you don't think that we gonna have this conversation and I'm gonna be open and honest with this person if I change. I'm gonna tell her and let her know this was the type of person that I was, boo. We're gonna have conversations over time. If we're not having these real grown up conversations, then if I tell you I had anger issues and then you use that against me, then it's not me, it's you. I'm gonna just remove myself from the situation.
But even those points, Rob, even communication and trust it varies with people. What communication to me and you looks like don't look the same for me and Biscuit. What communication to you and this female look like don't look like the same with another female. Trust levels are different for people.
Okay, so then that's why you have the option to remove yourself and go date somebody else that lines up with what your change. You got the right to remove yourself and line.
It's gonna always vary with people.
Kennedy is saying you're never gonna be okay unless you adhere, I guess.
You're never gonna be bruh. You cannot be the same person in every situation, in every relationship in your life. Who you are by yourself is gonna immediately change when other people enter your life. It don't have to change drastically. I'm not saying you gonna go from a person who don't drink to an alcoholic. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're gonna every time a new person enters your life, it's gonna always be some sort of change,
right?
Every time.
But that's understandable, bro. But what I'm saying is
the finished product of yourself. That's your opinion of yourself. Once you meet somebody, that person is gonna not be the same.
But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take the time out and work on yourself, though. You said initially that it was bullshit, that you think that nobody should do that.
I'm just saying the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Okay,
but feel free to do what you want to do.
Okay, and all I'm disagreeing and saying is that I'm still, regardless of my finished product don't match up to what you feel like it should, I'm gonna take self-gratification knowing that I changed myself, who I was. Who I worked on. You feel me? Like that's fine. You feel me? I'm because I don't want to date nobody right now because I don't give a fuck about how they feel about me or what they gonna think about me, about I know that I don't want to be this type of person that I was in my last situation, or I just don't want to be this type of person, period. So I need some time to just isolate myself from dating and just work on myself right now. You feel me?
But I just feel like people use that excuse as a reason to be single and do what they want to do, which I initially said.
But even if they did, what's wrong with that though? You grown, you can be single. It's no.
But if you're gonna,
I think that's what it is.
If you're gonna use that same excuse to not be in a committed relationship, why are you still entering yourself in people's lives? Fucking people, meeting people, spending money and on each other like that. It's all the same shit.
I mean, I get that part.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's the dumbest thing, because you're not gonna 100% live by that rule.
I don't think. Okay, so I don't think it's dumb, but I think that if people are using it as an excuse to just come out flat right, you can flat right out and be single because there's no laws that saying you got to be in a relationship. You could be single your whole life, but if you're using that excuse to be single to fuck with people's emotions, then yeah, that's fucked up.
How many females you hit that didn't say that? How many times you didn't hit females?
Getting on camera saying that.
How many times you?
Yeah, man, that's how many females? Come on, flag on the play, man. What's wrong with you, brother?
I'm not getting on camera.
Hey, man, what's wrong with you? Would you answer that question?
A bunch.
No, how many is a bunch?
Enough.
Okay, then you ain't gonna answer because he don't want to answer.
That's all I'm saying. You ain't gotta give me no concrete number, nigga. Shit, this ain't how to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga been going left.
Who sent you, man?
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, what y'all think about it, B?
Hey man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
Let us know in the comments, man. Let us know in the comments, man, because I'm dying to fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all think, you know. You know what I mean?
Let us know in the comments, and if you agree with these two, you know, characters, make sure that your agreements line up with your actual life. Don't tell us the bullshit. Don't say you out here working on yourself and you still knocking them down like bowling pins, baby.
And even if you're doing that, even if you're doing that, man, you can still work on yourself and you can still because you can still be
have sex with
because
people
you can still be knocking them down like bowling pins and you can still be working on trust and account. Hold on, but you can still because you can still. Only way that would be a fucked up thing is if you lying to him. If you telling them the truth, hey man, I don't want to be in a relationship
like who
right
says
now.
I have to, like
I don't want to be.
But didn't he just say earlier he wouldn't have sex?
I'm not talking about me though.
I think he's somebody that's having a female
I'm just saying
friend.
but I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying he's saying it's all or nothing. And I'm saying, like, it don't have to be all or nothing. Exactly. If you being 100,
I agree.
If you being 100 with them, it don't have to be all or nothing. You can have females will do the same. You just want the truth.
No, you just told me that the other day.
But if it's not all or nothing, then maybe you're the one that's settling. If you're working on yourself, why it's not all or nothing? If you're trying to reach the perfect level of yourself, why is it not all or nothing?
Because it's not permanent.
Because I'm not ready for all.
It's not what?
It's not permanent.
And isn't that my whole point?
No.
My whole point is you gonna change.
Man,
that's my whole point.
Somewhere you didn't got mixed up.
That's my whole point.
We both on the same wavelength, and maybe we don't.
Because y'all both on that bullshit.
Maybe we don't understand.
My whole point was
we're not married.
You are gonna change, and you just said. You just said the change is not permanent. That's the same thing, Biscuit. I said you're not. I said the person that you build yourself to be is gonna always change when somebody else enters your life.
And you said a person is not allowed to be knocking them down.
And you just said that
and
person
I was like, why I can't do that?
And you just said the person that you build yourself to be is not gonna be permanent. That's the same.
No. I'm talking about the person that I'm knocking down. That's what I'm saying. We didn't mixed up and misunderstood
the person
each
you
other.
knocking down ain't gonna be permanent.
No, he's not saying the situation.
Yeah, bro.
He's saying the person. He's saying that it's not all or nothing because the person that he's knocking down ain't permanent.
That's what
you've been saying.
Why not though?
Because he don't want to be in a relationship because he's working on himself.
That's what I'm saying.
And just because he's working on himself don't mean he can't have a friend.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like
a friend that you
where you at today,
a friend that you said you can't have sex with.
I said, but Kenny, I'm talking about my perspective. Not overall. I'm not speaking for all the dogs. I'm speaking for this dog.
Exactly.
If I'm broke, bro, I don't want no coochie, bro. I want to get myself.
And my point was, you gonna still get it.
Right on.
He gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it.
He gonna get it. I'm not getting it.
Hey,
I want
I'm working on myself, bro. Why I can't have people that I got designated or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Why I can't have that just because I'm working on myself? What y'all think, man? This motherfucker crazy.
Y'all,
this nigga scared.
That's why people can't heal.
Man, let's jump it.
That's exactly why people can't heal, because you still bringing in negative energy.
You can't heal because you ain't took the fucking time to heal by yourself. You feel like you needed somebody.
You just said you can still fuck.
I feel like that's a dependency.
You either by yourself or you still fucking with people.
That's a dependency, bro.
But that don't mean that you can't heal within fucking with somebody, bro.
But you just said you gotta do it by yourself, bro.
I said me. He keep on I'm talking about me, bro.
Hey, man.
I'm saying me.
They gonna tell us, bro.
I'm saying me, bro. I'm not contradicting myself. You keep taking what I'm saying as I'm saying if he wants to have a friend, bro, but he still wants to work on himself, there's nothing wrong with that if he's telling that friend the truth. I'm not trying to be in a relationship with you. I'm still gonna fuck on you, fuck with you from time to time, but I ain't trying to be in a relationship because I still got trust issues. Am I still a man and still want the ass? Yes, give it to me. You feel me?
On, bro.
But listen though, if you still bring a variable in your life, especially one that you're sleeping with, that's gonna always affect the way you think.
No, it's not.
That's bullshit, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
No, it ain't.
No, it
That's
ain't.
bullshit.
That's not
bullshit. It depends on what he's trying to work.
I'm really surprised at
That's
some comments
bullshit.
today, man.
It depends on what you're trying to work on.
Bullshit. I want y'all niggas to be honest,
no,
bro.
it depends, bro. If he said he's trying to work on trust and he's bringing a bitch over here to fuck her, and he's trying, if he's trying to work on trust and he's bringing a girl over here to fuck on her, but he's trying to, no, hold on, not even that, but he's trying to work on his trust, how he trusts people. He got fucked over, he done brought people over and shit like that, and people done stole from him. But then he's thinking about the coochie and he's trying to bring a girl over. Then he's fucked up because then he's not gonna be able to heal because all he's thinking about is fucking. But if he don't bring a girl over here, you feel me? Because he's working on his trust, and I'm like, nah, I'm still gonna fuck her, but I'm not bringing her to the spot because I still don't trust shit right now. I still need to heal and get my mind together. I'm still gonna fuck with you though, but we gonna go to
a variable though.
That ain't
still a variable in the situation.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm adhering to this variable because remember, it's not permanent. This is just what I'm doing to get through what I'm going through.
Man,
People still need cigarettes.
If that same,
he said that's his vice.
If that same said individual came in here and said, "Damn, I want to fuck with Rob now," you gonna feel a way. You may not. You're not gonna say nothing.
Hey man, I'm really surprised.
But it's still gonna affect the way that you think. That healing process is all different now. Even though you just told yourself you didn't care about that person, it's still gonna change. I've seen it. I know you.
But you don't have to not care about a person.
I've seen it.
I have no idea.
To heal, this nigga tripping. To heal, he's making it like you gotta isolate yourself 100%. Don't fuck with nobody. Don't love nobody. Don't do nothing, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Or if you gonna, cause that's bull. Or bro, you can still love that girl and work on yourself, bro. You can still say, hey man, we not compatible right now. But you the person that I want to be with. But I got some shit right now that I need to take care of. You feel me? That's affecting our relationship and our situation, and I don't want to settle. I don't want to just make you settle.
Is that not growing with the same? Is that not growing with an individual? You are still growing with that person, Rob. As long as they are in your life, you are growing with them. What about that you don't understand?
But you saying that that's bullshit.
It's bullshit to say you're not gonna fuck with her when that's what you just said you're gonna do.
No, I'm saying though we're apart though, bro. I still care for her, but we're not together right now, bro.
That person is still affecting the way you grow. Still.
No, bro, it's not.
If you tell somebody I love you, but man, we can't be together, but we can still be cool, we can still talk, we can still possibly have sex, we can still chill. That person is still affecting your everyday thinking. Still, if you get up on, if you say, man, hey, even if you just say, I'm gonna call this person because I had a fucked up day.
Hey man, that's hot.
That person is still helping you get through your healing point. That's what I'm saying.
Right on.
That's what I'm saying.
Right on, man.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying.
It's still 2-1 average Broadway.
Yeah, man.
Think about it. Even when you talking about friends, it's been times me and this man have been at odds, and he done called me and said, "Hey, man, I just ain't got nobody else to fuck with and talk to right now."
But what does that mean? He still had to work on himself. In the process, he still got to work on who he is.
And he's using me to get to that point. That's what I'm saying.
How do you know he's using you to get to that point though? He just might feel lonely. He still got to work on himself though, bro.
Still using some. If I'm lonely and I need to vent and I call you, ain't that using you to help my healing process?
No, because it depends on what he's.
No?
Because it depends on what's fucking with what's affecting him, bro.
How is that no?
Just because, bro, it depends on if he had trust issues, bro, and he called you. And he had trust issues, then yes, he's using you because he's trusting in you. But he may have something else that's fucking with him, bro, that he just needs to talk to somebody about.
If I talk to you about it, I'm using you to help myself heal. Niggas don't reach out to niggas for nothing, bro.
That's understandable, but what I'm still saying is the whole plot and what we talking about is changing who you are and changing something. He's still in that process, bro. Yeah. You're going back to him needing you. What I'm saying is he's still, when he isolated himself, he didn't just change because he called you. He still had to take that time when he wasn't talking to you to change, bro.
Right on.
I'm saying he's still gonna. He's even the fact that he's calling me, he's taking me along his healing journey.
But he's still, but something along the fact, if y'all wasn't talking, something along the way made him change.
And he changed. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. And then he called you.
Okay, and let's make my point right quick. This man called. He have trust issues. Man, I can't trust nobody, man. Let me call this nigga Ken and tell him what happened. And I give him, you know, I give him a calming moment that be like, hey, bro, I didn't do that shit to you. you know, me and you still cool. I never do no shit to you like that. And he come to the realization that, you know what, maybe it was just that nigga and everybody ain't like that.
Right on.
That's the point that I'm making.
Yeah, you gave him some advice. You feel me? But
it's all healing, Rob.
I understand. I'm not saying about all. I'm going back. I'm not talking about no healing. I'm not talking about no extra person. I'm just still going back to the original point about you taking your own time, because before he called you, he still had to take his own time to want to change, to even want to call you to ask for any advice. That's all I'm saying.
Let me simplify it. I feel like it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, because nobody is actually going to 100% take the time out to themselves to change the plenty of people, the total person that they are.
I know plenty of people that's isolated.
They're gonna still have different influences from different people.
I know plenty of people. I know plenty of people from personal. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know plenty of people that took some time. It may not have been a whole lot of time, but I know people that took some time out for a little bit and say, you know what, I'm gonna isolate myself from the people that I love and care for and all that, because I know right now I'm just fucked up. You feel me? I don't know what it is that's making me fucked up, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to bring nobody else down while I'm down.
I could dig it, bro.
And then motherfuckers will use that same bullshit just to break other people's barriers down. That's another thing.
But isn't that the same?
That's why I say the shit dumb.
We gonna find out, man.
We gonna find out, man.
Like, comment and subscribe, man. Drummer Kingz podcast. Please get in the comments.
Drummer Kingz podcast, man. Fuck these niggas.
Let us know what's going on.
Y'all
man.
see the banner, man. Y'all know what the deal is, man.
Shit be happening, man.
Take time to work on yourself. Fuck what this nigga talking about, man.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gone.